If you spend any amount of time watching OS gameplay, then you know that a large portion of players use drawing tablets as input devices. As of the making of this video, only 12 of the top 100 ranked players use a mouse while playing, with the rest utilizing tablets. It even goes further than this, as many new players feel like they have to get a tablet as a kind of rite of passage. Seeing a few of the top mouse players in the world switch to tablet can make you wonder if maybe there's a secret to aiming with a pen. So, why do most OS players prefer to use tablets? To answer this question, we have to go all the way back to the game's origins. OS is based on a series of Nintendo DS games, OS Tatake Wendon and Elite Beat Agents. A large portion of the community in the early days were fans of Wendon who wanted to recreate the experience on PC. In 2007, some players tried using drawing tablets, since holding the tablet pen was much closer to the DS's stylus than a mouse. Those that had access to expensive tablet PCs of the era got even closer, with their hybrid of drawing tablet and touchscreen PC that they used. Both of these options were still rare to come by, pricey, and much less convenient since everyone already had a computer mouse. That wouldn't stop people from claiming that using a tablet was significantly easier, despite mouse players being capable of the same scores. The trend would catch its first wind around 2009 as popular community members showed off their skill with tablets. Players like the artist Daru, former rank number 1 Tobe Buta, and famed mapper Lesya placed well on many difficult maps back then with tablet. From here, even more players were introduced to the input device, and the idea of using drawing tablets became widespread in OS. By 2011 and onward, superstar players like CookieZ and Wubbleful popularized tablets to the point where they would outpace mouse as the preferred method of play. Once the quote-unquote gods of OS were using tablets, plenty of people lined up to copy every aspect of their playstyle in an attempt to get better. The rest is history, as the cascade of players switching over to tablet inspired others, who inspired others, and so on. Now, this answers historically how tablets became so popular, but are there any intrinsic reasons to play with one? There is one huge difference between tablet and mouse which set the two apart: positioning. When you move a mouse across a surface, it moves the cursor on screen in the same direction you move it relative to its last position. Tablet, on the other hand, is absolute, leading to a similar yet completely different way to aim. Placing the pen in the active area moves the cursor directly to the corresponding position on the screen, a one-to-one mapping. It has been hotly debated for nearly 15 years now whether absolute positioning makes tablet better than mouse. The sheer number of players who use tablet may be good evidence of people's general opinion, but they're still hard to compare. One main point is mouse drift, where during heavy use the mouse moves from its original location, and on-the-fly adjustments to aim are needed to realign. Tablets, on the other hand, have higher input latency, require adjustments to grip an area, and can be worn down much faster when dragging. The current consensus is that both devices have their own benefits and drawbacks, and it's purely the preference of the player. Everyone weighs these pros and cons to find the device that works best for them. At the end of the day, the reason why so many OS players use tablet comes down to prevalence and preference. Spreading from the original DS game fans to future generations, and introducing hundreds of thousands to the different style of aiming. Although an overwhelming majority make use of drawing tablets, plenty of prominent mouse players still exist, even in the top 10 ranked players. Just remember, you can be one of the best in OS regardless of the input device you use or playstyle you have.